Okay, hey everybody. So I just wanted to do a quick little, I guess, update. I don't know if I've done a video about this particular subject before. Um, but if you've been watching any of my videos in the past, you know that my brother, is not on grade level with a lot of his stuff because he has high functioning autism, and his time in the public school system, a lot of the things kind of went over his head. So we end up having to go back and fill in a lot of very large gaps that um, are in his education. So for math, we started out last year working on second grade work, and some of that was challenging. Um, we moved up. So this time last year, in January last year, we were working in a second grade math book. He worked really hard through the year and 3 days a week during the summer, and we moved up to a third grade math book, and that's what we've been working on for this year. And we did a whole lot of work on being able to make sure we got multiplication right, adding, subtracting, like it was over and over and over again. And I know he got so tired of it, but I was like, this is gonna pay off. You gotta stick to it. And I tried to switch it up a little bit because I didn't want him to get really bored with it. But we still had so much work to do that, at the end of the day, you really just gotta buckle down and do it. So we've gotten to the middle of the third grade workbook that we're in, and the last part of it was division, and so I just knew division was gonna be hard. Like I prepared, I got extra work, I got a Kuman book, I got manipulatives. I was like ready to buckle down and work on this for a couple of weeks. And we went through it. We did the first day we worked with manipulatives. We worked with blocks, and we worked with a dry erase board, and we made pictures and things like that. And the next day I don't even think I gave him half a page. I don't think I gave him a whole page. I think I gave him like a half a page of some, just pretty basic most division problems. And I set out the blocks for him, and I set out his dry erase board and everything else, and I expected him to be at that for a good 20 minutes at least, and for half a page. And he was done in maybe 10. And I was like, oh my gosh, not only was he finished, he got them all right. I think he missed two. But he got them right, and he was able to correct the two that he messed up on. The only reason he messed up was he multiplied them instead of dividing them, and he did not use the manipulatives. He didn't use the dry erase board. He was able to go through, and not only did he solve the division problem, but he also wrote the corresponding multiplication problem to go with it. And I was just blown away. I was so happy to see that this was not going to be the trudge through the mud that I thought it was going to be. I was very willing to do it, but I was like, this is going to be hard. I don't know how long it's going to take for us to get through this. And I was just pleasantly surprised by it. And yeah, so I'm so much more optimistic about what we're going to be able to do in math because he was able to catch on to division so well. And we do other things with division and math facts, and that's what we're starting to do. We started last week by going through the paper and finding coupons and finding deals in sales papers, and then deciding, okay, you know if we're going to go to McDonald's and we want this amount of fries and we have this amount of money, how many fries are we going to be able to get? How many McChickens are we going to be able to get? And he struggled with that at first, but we did some more yesterday, and he did really well. So I expect we're going to be out of third grade work a lot sooner than I expected, and we're actually going to be I'm going to be integrating some fourth grade material as soon as I sent off for the workbook. I have a textbook, but I don't have the workbook, and I'm waiting for that to arrive in the mail. And we'll be able to be starting on that as soon as that happens, as soon as that gets here. And so I just feel so good about that, and I just again I just want to just encourage anybody out there when you feel like, oh man, this my kid just hates doing, the basic ground laying stuff that you have to do, for certain skills, and especially if they have a diagnosis like autism or just, any type of a struggle or a difficulty. Sometimes, you hate, doing the same things over and over again. You hate seeing them struggle sometimes, but it really pays off. And I think because he did the hard work of really working on addition, really working on subtraction and multiplication, he was able to get through the division stuff so much more easily. And the very same problems, like I said, I do like to buy stuff ahead of time. And I had bought this fourth grade book last year, and I looked at those problems and I looked at that work and I was like, I don't know, because we're working at second grade level right now, and I don't know if that's gonna ever be feasible. And the very same stuff that I was looking at then, I feel like he's gonna be able to knock out of the park now. So this is part update, part just encouragement. Um, even if your kid doesn't have, um, I hate to say disability, but like, have the same struggles that my brother does. Everybody has those subjects that are just more difficult than others, and you struggle teaching them because they don't necessarily like it. And he did not like math, like, at all, and it's his favorite subject now. He likes getting I give him homework to work on, and he likes the math homework. He wants the math stuff. Um and that is just huge in itself. And he's really excited to start working on the new material as well. So, in my last video, I had bought a seventh grade, where's it at? Over here, seventh grade math book. And right now, these problems seem astronomical. I look at these and I think, I don't know about that, because we're working at fourth grade right now. But that's what I thought last year. So, just a little update and encouragement. If you guys are struggling in any place, just keep at it. It will pay off. And at some point, you're going to find yourself on the other side of that. So, yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.